بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن والاه. Ramadan Mubarak. Alhamdulillah, today we just have almost finishing day number 17 of this blessed month Ramadan. And we are getting close, inshallah, and closer to the last 10 nights of Ramadan, where is in it Laylatul Qadr, the night of decree, the night of power. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He put so much barakah, so much a blessing in certain time of the year, certain time of the month, certain time of the day, certain time of the nights. And those the last 10 nights of Ramadan, the most blessed 10 nights of the year. Why? Because this in one of them is Laylatul Qadr, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has revealed the Quran in Laylatul Qadr. So Allah put the most blessing in that night. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Inna anzalnahu fi Laylatul Qadr. We have revealed, indeed, we have revealed the Quran during the night of the Qadr, during the night of the power. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the other narration, Inna anzalnahu fi laylatin mubarakah. We have revealed the Quran in a blessed night, which is the night of the Qadr. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah, guide us, inshallah, to witness the Laylatul Qadr. Why? Because of the blessing of it. And there is many hadith and also many narration. It tells us about the virtuous of Laylatul Qadr. That is what the virtuous deed we can do, inshallah, to maximize our hasanat during this blessed night. And also the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam his practice during the last 10 nights of Ramadan as following. The hadith said, when the last 10 nights of Ramadan entered, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he ahya layla. He was standing up in prayer and dhikr and ibadah during the night of the last 10 nights of Ramadan. Also, he wake up his family to be witnessing the Laylatul Qadr as well. وَشَدَّ الْمِئْزَرِ. In Shaddan, he tied up his belt. He is ready to stand up in qiyam, in dhikr, during that blessed of the last night of Ramadan. And we're in the Laylatul Qadr, inshallah. So this is the practice of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. أحيا ليلة وأيقظ أهله وشد المئزر. He stand up in prayer, in dhikr, in dua, in remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He wakes up his family to witness that, and he stood up fast, ready to work hard and during the last 10 nights of Ramadan. And that is just a recommendation for us to, inshallah, follow the guidance of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, whoever stood up in Laylatul Qadr, imanan wa ihtisaban, he stood up in prayer, in dua, in dhikr, iman and believing in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and ihtisaban, he is hoping for the reward of that night by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He will be forgiven all his previous sins. So we have, alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us many opportunity to have forgiveness and to be free of the hellfire from more than one area. The first hadith, he said, and this is reported in both Sahih Muslim and Sahih Bukhari, whoever fasted Ramadan, iman and wahtisaban, believing in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and hoping for the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this fasting, first one, his sins will be forgiven. And the other opportunity, whoever stood up in night prayer in Taraweeh and Dhikr, and during the night of Ramadan, he'll Iman and believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and ihtisab and ask the reward, hoping for reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, his sins will be forgiven. So the first hadith, who fasted Ramadan, and the other hadith, who stood up in prayer during the night of Ramadan, and the other opportunity is who stood up in prayer or repentance or supplication or during that night of Laylatul Qadr, all his previous sins will be forgiven. MashaAllah. Many opportunity, but we need Khwani brothers, inshallah, to take advantage of that. Need to be part of that. Now, just even I want to ask you, I want to urge you, inshallah, to be ready for that. And according to when we started this Ramadan, today is 17th, meaning Wednesday evening. That is how our nights of Ramadan can, we celebrate them and we count them into our lunar system. The night of the day of Ramadan started with the night of the Maghrib of the night of the day before, meaning that there is Wednesday. Wednesday is the 20th of Ramadan. The Maghrib of that night start the night of the 21st, meaning that the Maghrib is of Wednesday all the way to the Fajr of Thursday morning. This is the first night of the last 10 nights of Ramadan. And Alhamdulillah started with the Odd, as the Prophet ﷺ, when he was asked about when is Laylatul Qadr, he said, look for it at the last night of Ramadan. And in the other narration, look at for it in the odd nights of the last 10 nights of Ramadan. So Alhamdulillah, we have this now opportunity. We are now staying at home with our family. Let's just involve our family in this blessed night. Let them tell them about what the blessing of this night is. What does it mean for them to witness it, to be part of it, to wake them up, an hour or 45 minutes before Fajr time. Let's have at least 2 or 4 rak'at before you have your sahur, and then have your sahur, inshallah, and keep making dua in that night, keep making reading the Quran in this night, keep supplicating this night, keep making dhikr in this night. This is the night, alhamdulillah, inshallah, the night of power. The night when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just decreed everything for every person in that night, all what's happened to him from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. That's the Qadr. And also one of the blessings of Laylatul Qadr, the Malaika descend from heaven into earth, making dua for you, making istighfar for you, making that is why they call it Al-Qadr. There is no, even as the hadith says, like no area left for anywhere on earth except you will find an angel making dua, an angel making prayer descend from heaven into earth to witness this night. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us the opportunity, inshallah, to witness this night, the night of the Qadr. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it a night of peace, a night of, inshallah, tranquility, a night of the acceptance for our Ramadan. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive our sin, inshallah, to pardon us. And the dua, remember the dua of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Aisha narrated the hadith. The Prophet ﷺ told her, Ya Aisha, say this dua, Allahumma innaka afoon tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anni. Allahumma innaka afoon kareem tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anni. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasana وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم نسألك الهدى والتقى والعفاف والغنى. اللهم بلغنا ليلة القدر، اللهم بلغنا ليلة القدر. اللهم تقبل من صيامنا وقيامنا وركوعنا وسجودنا يا رب العالمين. اللهم نسألك الهدى والتقى والعفاف والغنى. ربنا لك صمنا وعلى رزقك أفطرنا وبك آمنا. ذهب الظمأ وابتلت العروق وثبت الأجر إن شاء الله. اللهم اغفر وارحم وأنت خير الراحمين. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات، المسلمين والمسلمات، الأحياء منهم والأموات، إنك سميع قريب مجيب الدعوات. وصل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. ورمضان مبارك، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Inshallah, forget to tune in at the Juz summary at 9 p.m. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.